Welcome to my animation on the tides. It is recommended that you watch my animation on the gravity interlock before watching this. I will assume that you know what a gravity interlock is. With that being said, we know that when a gravity interlock is formed, a resulting bubble is formed that encompasses the elements. When more and more elements interlock with an existing element, it obviously grows in size. The bubble encasing these elements will also grow in size. This is what happened to our sun when it formed. More and more elements interlocked with it. Its bubble supersized. Our planet then formed inside this bubble. As our planet formed and kept interlocking with more elements, its bubble grew along with it. These bubbles are harmonic bubbles. They are an accumulation of the vibrations of the elements that make them up, a harmonic. Each bubble has a different harmonic that is unique to its structure. We can use a bee pollinating a flower. Once the bee pollinates a flower, the flower's harmonic is changed by the introduction of different elements. Thus, other bees will not need to pollinate the same flower over and over. Because the sun's bubble is one harmonic and the planet's is another, their bubbles will not harmonize. The planet will not be able to cross the sun's bubble boundary. The sun's bubble will continuously deflect the planet and cause it to travel in a circle. This same thing happens with the moon within the bubble of the planet. They are of different harmonies, and the moon cannot cross the planet's bubble boundary. But the difference between the examples is that the moon is larger compared to the planet than the planet is compared to the sun. Because of this size difference, the moon's bubble interacts with the planet's bubble, and it interacts with the planet. The moon's bubble actually permeates the planet for some distance. This interaction with the planet is what causes the tides. If we look back at the gravity interlock video, we learn that one of the parameters an element adheres to is that its natural condition is not to be interlocked. This brings us to a discussion about weight. The original elements, the 90 or so that make up the universe, are just cosmic dirt. Being in space and not interlocked with other elements, they are considered weightless. This is generally true, but we do know that they actually do have weight. It is very minute. When an element enters the realm of a harmonic bubble, it will no longer be weightless. As more and more elements interlock, their overall weight will be heavier. This interlocking also creates a bubble around them, and they will be prevented from leaving because of the planet's bubble. Within the confines of our planet, everything has weight to it. A car weighs so much, you weigh so much, an apple weighs a certain amount, also water weighs. As long as these elements are within the confines of the planet bubble, they will weigh this much. But the moon with its bubble is also within the confines of the planet. When this bubble comes in contact with the planet's elements, it causes the elements to lose weight. The elements start to revert back to their natural condition as weightless. But the moon's effect is short-lived, and the bubble is not big enough to achieve weightlessness for the element. The water element is the most visible element affected during the tide. As the moon's bubble travels through the water, it appears to pick the water up, which creates the tides we see on land. Now we know that there is no pushing or pulling or picking on the water element. There is only the moon's bubble reverting the elements to a weightless state. As a finishing note, we see this same effect from other planets, elements, around us.